everyone, it's Safari the Earth Witch. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. This is my little witchy room. I hope it's not too echoey because there's not a lot of furniture in here, just like my altars and my little apothecary shelf and everything. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. Today I'm going to trim up some of my plants and do a little bit of plant maintenance. And so I have a few plants here that I'm gonna have to give a little chop or just a little maintenance. I'm gonna cut off like the dying leaves and stuff. And this one's not too bad. And I have more, so let's just get started. So I'm gonna start off with the smaller plants that I need to do a little maintenance on. And the first one is this plant. This is a coffee plant that I got from Walmart a couple of months ago. I don't know if it's focusing at all. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, it's a coffee plant I got from Walmart. It has some browning on the leaves because I put it outside and that was not a good idea. And it was only for a couple of hours in the morning, so I thought it wouldn't be too bad because I didn't think morning sun was too bad, but little did I know it is. So I'm gonna chop up quite a bit of this plant. I'm gonna tilt you down a little bit because I have a chair right here. Okay. So I don't know, I'm so conflicted because I'm like, I don't think it's gonna grow unless I just clip them off. So I'm just gonna clip them off. And I have these little clippy things for things like this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clip off the brown leaves. And this plant is so tricky to take care of because once I let it get a little too underwatered, and a bunch of leaves turned brown and fell off. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this up, get this done, and I'll see you in a bit. So the next plant I want to trim up is this heartfern. I forgot to water it for like a day past when I usually water it, and a bunch of leaves shriveled up and are no longer useful to this plant. So I'm gonna cut all of those off. Oh no, I cut one off and another one fell off. Hopefully you got that on camera. And that's it. Lost a bunch of leaves, but it's fine. Like Lucy lost a bunch of leaves, but I just need to take care of her more. And hopefully I got that clip on camera where I clipped a leaf that I thought was the one and a good one fell off. I think I lost about 2 good ones. But it's okay. Clipping them will encourage new growth, so that's the best part. We're gonna move on to this pretty large plant, which is my Monstera Adansonii. It is beautiful, perfect, except it has a few yellow leaves that we need to chop off. So I'm gonna chop off these yellow leaves, and that is because they're older leaves now, and as leaves get older, they begin to die off. This plant is constantly putting out new leaves for me. Like every single week, I at least have like 6 new leaves. So that's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it makes sense, and I'm not upset that I have so many yellow ones, you know? Because it's like, these are right at the base. These were the leaves that came in first. So of course they're gonna have to go first. So that is it for my Adansonii. It's probably going to grow so much more now that I cut some. And since my picture on Instagram, it has grown so much more. Every single week I see new leaves on all of these stems, and it's just such a beautiful plant. I think I'm going to repot it just to distribute the weight a little bit more, because on this side it's like bald. But and then I'm gonna put it up on my ceiling. So this is the final plant that I'm going to be trimming up today, and it is this big guy. Whew. This is what was known as a Philodendron Sellum or Philodendron Hope, but now supposedly the title has changed. And yeah, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna put it on the screen. But we're gonna trim this one up, and the reason being is the same day that I put out the coffee plant, I put this one outside as well, and so many of the leaves got burnt. This leaf's even ripped like in half. That one, this one's burnt. So I'm cutting off this one. I'm cutting off a lot of the big leaves, and I'm not so much worried about it, because if we look super close, we see, I think, 5 shoots. There's one here that you can see really well. There's one here. There's one down in there, and a few others. So it's actively growing. So I feel like it's just gonna grow even more if I cut some of it. Look at this. Ah, we can't have that. Stop it. Try to zoom in. Get this first big chop. This one. Yeah. Oh, can you see that? I'm just gonna chop her up. Woo. Oh my God. Ah! I did it. Wow, okay. Okay, so after that big chop, this is what we're left with for my Sellum plant. It's still a decent size. Oh no, its stem got bit. It's still a decent size, which I'm happy about, and I honestly think it looks so much better and not burnt, and I still love it. It's one of my favorite plants. This is all the leaves that we got off the Sellum plant. Whoa! It was the biggest one, so they were the most grown, I guess. They were just ready to go. And then these are, let me see, it's pretty wet in there. These are all the leaves that I got off the rest of the plant. So all the leaves I got off honestly weren't that many, and it is so beneficial to trim up your plants because it'll encourage them to grow faster and grow more beautiful and even bigger leaves. And so these plants really needed a chop before they go back to their homes. And I'm happy that I got to do that, and I think they look so much better, especially the one that has transformed the most, and that is my Sellum plant. I wanted to get this done before I do a house tour. So Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.